Thanks for inviting me along. So I'm Chris Flint from TfL, Transport for London. So we run in London, the underground and the buses and all that stuff. And there's loads of fun things happening in the Christian world in TfL at the moment. So Christmas was actually probably our best attended event for ages, I suppose, because of COVID. It would have been taking a bit of a knock in previous years. But anyway, this year we planned in advance. We managed, as Dr. J mentioned, to use the diversity and inclusion angle in our favour in this instance by working through employee corporate comms to get a blog out of what Christmas means to me. People in the corporate comms love the front line, what does Christmas mean to me angle. Similarly, they had a Jewish thing about what does Rosh Hashanah mean for me, and they had other network groups talking about themselves. So we managed to get in there, and we had a really enthusiastic Christian who was a convert from Hinduism, talking about how I used to be a Hindu, but I've become a Christian, so I've discovered the love of Christ, and Christmas is great because God came into the world. And I thought, they've bound a sense of this, but they didn't. Well, they did. She actually put in a bit about everyone has to repent and believe. They censored that bit, but they let most of it stay, which was great. And so she was super enthusiastic, and she talked about this event that's coming up. And she also put links at the bottom of her a little advert to our intranet page, which resulted in lots of people finding out about our group as well. So numbers swelled after that. Anyway, we also invited the London's Transport Choir along, which is quite appropriate for Transport for London. And they led us in hymns and carols. We managed to get a Christian senior manager to do one of the readings, and other members of our committee did other readings. We got an evangelical preacher along to share the gospel. We told him to don't hold back because these people have volunteered to come. You know, they can't blame you for telling them what you've been volunteered and signed up to hear. We had food from Tesco. We had probably about 70 staff that came, which is good for us. And as a result of that, lots of Christians were encouraged just to meet other Christians that they wouldn't have known were Christians. And lots of people signed up for things. And it's fed into the other stuff that's going on at TfL in the Christian network, which has really taken off. I mean, every day at the moment, we've got a lunchtime prayer meeting for a quarter of an hour that has, well, probably less than 20, but certainly in the teens generally of people that come along. And we've got like a Bible in a year plan that some of us follow, and weekly Bible studies and weekly read the Bible aloud sessions, and monthly meetups in 2s and 3s and quarterly fasts. And we've got seasonal events. So we have an Easter events. Easter didn't seem to get as many people along as Christmas. I suppose we didn't have the choir. It's not high profile. It's more of interest to Christians than non-Christians or nominal Christians than the Christmas. But that worked, and we had the diversity and inclusion person onto that. Good. We've got interfaith event coming up with the Jewish network next week. So it's all good because the Christmas thing brought loads of people out that you wouldn't have known were Christians, and just swelled numbers and other things through the year that we're doing. So that's a bit of background of what's going on at TfL. I'm sorry I couldn't find the video.
No, that's fine. Time. Thank you, Chris. And you're planning again to run something this year, bigger and better, I believe.
Yes. In fact, one of our committee members is about to go on maternity leave. So we asked her to prepare for this coming Christmas. A child is born, and that can be her personal reflection. How can our diversity including people possibly turn that down when she's just a frontline member of staff, giving birth, talking about Christmas about a child is born? So that's our plan.
Great. Thank you very much, Chris, for jumping on.